Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the Rahu and Ketu axis placement in the first house and the seventh house. That if you will find Ketu to be placed in the first house and Rahu to be placed in the seventh house, so what kind of results we can expect. So guys, as you know that this axis becomes very important because when we talk about all of those acquired gifts, talents, sufferings in this lifetime for which you do not have any rational explanation. So Rahu-Ketu or their axis could be responsible for that, or decrypting it could give you the answer. And also guys, when we talk about kind of retrieving or having an access to our latent talents over there as well, Rahu and Ketu plays very important role. In a nutshell and in a very layman language, so you are progressing towards where Rahu is placed and somehow your soul is connected with where Ketu is placed in your chart. So now guys, when we talk about this axis, it is a kind of a sensitive alignment which requires lot of attention, lot of caution, lot of care. Now to begin with, and first if we have to look at the house where Rahu is placed. So definitely guys, seventh house tells about primarily about your relationship, your public dealing, and this is also the house of all sort of commercial activities. So one thing is for sure that for you to project yourself, or like this is a kind of a typical placement where you have this key to maneuver your image the way you want. So like let's say for example, basis the need of the hour, basis the profession which you have chosen. Now you want to project an image which is very spiritual. So Rahu, which act as a chameleon, can support you over there. Or if you want to project a very strong kind of image, Rahu can help you in doing that. So for your public projection, as per your liking, this could be a very good placement. For indulging into businesses where we talk about like specifically going viral, like you know, it's like all these traders, entrepreneurs, motivational speakers, these days all the new age currency and alternative financial dealings. So over there as well, this placement of Rahu can prove to be very beneficial for you. So in a nutshell, for anything to do with the commercial success or having success in the business, having a good well controlled public life, this could be a very good indication. Now guys, over here, like when we are on the topic of the material success, over there the way it has been mentioned in many astrology books is that native has to refrain from getting into partnership with all those people where there is credibility related issue. Like many times it has been seen in the research, like I have also seen those charts where like just on a casual introduction, this person, he got into business with an acquaintance, and later on that business suffered major losses, and what they anticipated as a good partnership ended up in a bitter inimical relationship between these two people. So specifically when it comes down to your relatives or your cousins or friends, so native has to refrain from getting into any sort of business partnership with the known people around him. Like rather I would say that wheresoever you are not sure there are credibility related issue, you have to be very cautious, you have to be very careful. Now guys, when we talk about marriage, so see, try to understand this thing. Beyond doubt, wheresoever Jupiter is going to be placed, it is going to be supporting or blessing you. Wheresoever Venus is going to be placed, it is going to be blessing you. Wheresoever your seventh house Lord is going to be placed, you might find your partner over there, or the matrimonial life might take you over there. But at the end of the day, the look and feel of the house is being governed by which planet is sitting over there. So if you have Rahu placed in your seventh house, so it is a strong indication that somehow your partner will have the qualities of Rahu. Now again guys, your partner could be a tech genius, your partner might be very cosmopolitan, your partner might be very material minded, or you might get into a relationship with someone who's very different from your culture, from your personality. So all of that can be anticipated with this placement of Rahu in the seventh house. But one thing is for sure guys, that with this placement, generally like in the Lal Kitab, it has been mentioned over there that native should not get married at 21 years of age or before that, and after like you have got married, and if you are facing any problems, any troubles within the matrimonial life, so receiving the beneficial things like all those entities, attributes which are used as a remedy for Rahu, you should receive those items as gift either from your partner or from your in-laws. So like for example, in order to control Rahu, we say that silver act as a very good remedy for that. Any of the, like, there are Vastu remedies where we talk about a silver elephant or a decorative elephant with its trunk raised up. So receiving those items which represents Rahu from your partner, from your partner's family, will be much more beneficial rather than receiving electronic items as a gift from your partner or from your partner's family, because that is going to afflict Rahu's qualities more. But yes guys, this is a kind of a typical placement, because once we will go towards the side where Ketu is placed, you will get to know that this is a kind of a typical placement where native might have a very lack of confidence, lack of kind of self-fulfillment sort of complex, and in order to compensate for that complex, he might be getting obsessed towards the signification of the 7th house. Like if he is not getting that sort of fulfillment from the partner, from the marriage, native might not refrain, or like he might not restrict himself from getting into other relationship as well. So this is a kind of a typical relationship where if the planetary alignments are not working in a harmonious way, this could lead towards lot of promiscuity. But again guys, again it all is dependent on that whether Jupiter is strengthened in the chart, in which dignity 7th house lord is placed, is Jupiter aspecting the 7th house or not. But again guys, this placement has got some other benefits as well, which are chiefly are on the lines of the material success in the life. Now guys, when we talk about the house where Ketu is placed, so now guys, try to understand this thing. If Ketu is placed in the first house which tells about your personality, first house which tells about your complete life, so your personality, your persona will definitely have the qualities of the Ketu. Like whenever people will look at you, the impression which they get is of the sign which is being present in the first house and which planet is placed over there. So Ketu is a planet which represents definitely illusion as well. Now guys, although both of these two planets like Rahu and Ketu, they both represents illusion, mystery, esoteric qualities, but somehow Rahu more over represents the fear, like that too which is very unrealistic, obsession, unrealistic fear, and Ketu represents kind of unusual qualities more, like mystery and unusual qualities. So this is how your personality is going to get manifested. One thing is for sure guys, that with this kind of placement, if moon is also if moon is either in a water sign, if moon is either placed in the water houses, 4th house, 8th house, 12th house, moon is conjunct with Ketu, or moon is placed in some esoteric nakshatra. Like I have also seen one chart of this girl, she's an actor. So I remember long time back when I looked at her chart, so she has a Cancer Lagna and ascendant lord which is moon placed in the 8th house in the Sadbhisha nakshatra, and she has Ketu in the 1st house and Rahu in the 7th house. And moreover, even she was born on the 7th of, I forgot the month. So that all tells about that yes, now this chart and this life is very very karmic, where if this, with this kind of planetary alignments, these kind of energies all around your aura, if you will take interest in meditation, yoga, spirituality, you can do wonders. And also guys, because I have also seen a lot many times when it comes down to art, people overlook the importance of Ketu. Like everyone is more obsessed with fame. Rahu can give you sudden fame, Rahu can make you go viral, but in order to support that, like imagine suddenly let's say any imaginary case that someone very very famous, this person suddenly tweeted something about me. Now suddenly I'm trending, suddenly I'm going viral, but when people will start searching about me, there has to be a substance, there has to be a base to support that. So this is where Rahu falls flat, because Rahu can just make you go viral, but in order to support that, there has to be other supporting factors. The quality which Ketu possesses is that Ketu can actually completely cut you off from your senses and devote you towards a cause. Like all those people who become genius scientists, all those people who become genius artists, or in the fields of music, where their music has this capacity to completely move you. It can definitely take you to a different level of consciousness. So that is the kind of power which this placement of Ketu in the first house possess. So, and again guys, over here as well I want to make few things clear, that do not restrict Ketu only to the Adhyatma, spirituality or mysticism. That is a benefic side of Ketu, if it is working out in a benefic way. Like the way we say, you take up the case of Jupiter. So people say that if Jupiter is going to be strengthened, so that means, let's take the case of a female. She will not find any problem in getting married on time. And I have seen so many charts in a female's case where the Jupiter is so well placed, it is in such a strong dignity, and now their their morals, their values, their expectations are so high that they're not able to get married, they're not able to find someone. So this is Ketu's positive attributes and qualities which can take you in the path of spirituality, meditation and all. But in its negative side, Ketu can also make someone very hedonistic as well. This is one thing which I found very enlightening in the Lal Kitab. So that is one aspect, that if Ketu's energies are not working out in a beneficial way, and if native is going through the crisis or challenges on the account of low self-esteem, then his whole focus will go in the matters of the house where Rahu is placed, obsession, promiscuity and hedonism in the lifestyle. So that can also be connected with this kind of placement. Second thing is that guys, it has been generally mentioned and seen that if Ketu is placed in the first house, so sun, in whichever house sun is placed, it starts giving good results. Third thing is that with this kind of excess, the things which are generally advised is that native has to be very respectful towards his father, towards the people who are in any way connected with the religion, with spirituality, teaching, mentoring in any form. So guys, with this kind of alignment, what has been written is that it is advisable for someone to be serviceful towards their dogs. But in order to adopt a dog, it has been generally found that if native with this excess will adopt a dog, Rahu in the 7th house starts giving trouble. So that is one area where you have to be cautious and careful. And also guys, all the qualities of Ketu, if the lord of the Ketu is well placed, so anything to do with the travel, anything to do with the transfer, anything to do with the transformation, major transformation, all of that proves to be very helpful, very therapeutic for the native. And also guys, with this kind of alignment, if you will find that the first house lord is placed in the 8th house, in the 12th house, and with the placement of Ketu in the first house, and over and above that, if native is also born on the 7th of any month, 16th of any month, 25th of any month, then this will tell about some serious karma acquired from the past life. Now again, when I say karma, so here I am not only talking about curses, obstacles or troubles. This could be manifesting in the form of native is enjoying a very luxurious life, very wealthy life. He has got some exceptional abilities, talents which cannot be understood in a very rational way, that this guy is such a good singer and in his whole family ties no one has even sang a song, or no one has even appreciated music, and look at what kind of exceptional musician and talent which this person possesses. So these kind of unexplained and very unusual talents and abilities can also manifest if Ketu is working out in a positive way, first house lord is strengthened and Ketu's energies are dominating. Because guys, at the end of the day, when we talk about your personality or your life, so first house always has a major say. Your ascendant or your ascendant lord or the planets placed in the first house always have a major say. So with this excess, somehow Ketu will become more important in the life of native compared to what Rahu is going to be acting out in the 7th. So guys, at the end, the only couple of things which I want to advise is that when it comes down to finding a partner for yourself, so getting a proper matchmaking is very important. Do not be in this mindset that you will find someone who is going to be exactly like your expectations or like your family culture and like your background. You might be startled by finding a partner who is completely opposite to you but is very wealth oriented, and he is a good provider in the relationship. And with the placement of Ketu in the first house, devotion, meditation, being close to nature, doing everything with a good intent will become very important. So this is something, guys, which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For furthermore updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.